observation, largely on my press conference, and refer to how you felt about it and how your wife felt about it. I think Chairman largely addressed the issue in another way, which was acceptable to me, because we're all having our own challenges that we couldn't have communicated. But I think the effect of my political statement was to the effect that our side had no proper understanding of yesterday's arrangement. However, let me unconditionally apologize to your wife for how my press conference came about. I mean, how she felt about it. I mean, I'll feel bad if somebody said something about my own wife, and it's fair. All right, these are not ego matters. So I'm sorry to your dear wife, and how my press conference was carried out, you felt. I also say sorry to you. I would have utmost respect for you. I will be the last person to run you down. Okay? So I'm sorry. And I'm sorry to your wife one more time. Is that okay?
Yeah, very okay, and we are grateful. Thank you very much.
Very well. That's settled. You have expressed concern about the state of the public purse, the state of the economy, and the need for us as public officers to be mindful of costs. Can you, without prejudice, assure the nation that true to those values you hold dear, you will consistently fly economy, make it a policy at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to fly economy and nothing more?
In my private capacity, when I'm traveling, I fly business. And so if it is a policy of President Mohammed's government that ministers should now travel economy because of the state of the economy, I am happy to do that. And if I can top up with my own resources, as I have been doing already in my private travels, I do travel business, not first class, business. I'm happy to do that. But as I said earlier, in this discussion, we must be more nuanced about it. I believe we can even achieve more savings with the size of delegations, with frequency of travels, with even the kind of airlines,
Please,
that we use.
Honorable nominee, you know, in the past, this whole perception that leader keeps nominees for a long time. I would try to be very specific. So limit yourself as well, so that you don't create more room for follow-ups, which would make your guests uncomfortable and your party members may think I have some personal agenda. So please pay attention and let's have a good conversation. So just to rephrase it, would you want to take a personal decision to fly economy, even if government policy is for you to fly business?
I don't see what that achieves. It's totally unnecessary. I will save costs on travels using other mechanisms. I'll watch the size of delegation. I'll make sure that the kind of airlines will always go for what is competitive, and even per diems and all of those, the kind of hotels and all. There are many ways that we can save money, and those are the matters I will pursue, and we will save even more money for the country. I really don't see where this economy discussion is going to.
No. Please, your question, please. Any other question?
You have become aware that the President of the Republic, our President, recently traveled to Gambia and the Republic of Senegal by using his brother's private jets. You become aware of that, correct?
Yes.
You are aware that as public servants, we are measured by certain standards, which standards you have a strong view on. Do you think that although there is no direct cost on the states, it is inappropriate for the President of the Republic to be flying on official duties with his brother's private jet?
I have long advocated for the need for Ghana to have a presidential travel policy. And I've said that even in cabinet, it's a matter that I will pursue. And so the ideal situation, if we have a presidential travel policy, in some countries they've even, passed them, enacted them into law, where there are clear guidelines and the do's and don'ts. But now, it doesn't exist. And any day, the good people of Ghana will go for a free, brother trip as compared to a 20,000 euros an hour chartered jet where the Ghanaian taxpayer suffers.
So you agree with me that though the state did not pay for the president's travel by use of his brother's private jet, it costs his brother money to fund the trip of his brother to Senegal and the Gambia? You agree with me?
Air travel comes with costs, aviation fuel, landing rights, all kinds of fees you have to pay. So yes, it definitely comes at some cost.
In view of that, it is inappropriate for a brother to bear the cost of the president's travel. You would agree with me that it's inappropriate, given the circumstances.
If you can clarify your question, I don't see why you would say it's inappropriate.
I will clarify. Just
Honorable members, the question is whether it is inappropriate for a brother to sponsor a trip. Honorable members, as for a gift from a brother, you can hardly reject. So to ask the appropriateness or otherwise, I have a difficulty about the question myself.
Mr. Chairman, the nominee wanted me to provide clarity. I will provide the clarity to the question. So the foundation is, in your own words, it is not proper for a president